Hi friends, and welcome to the Weekly Roundup, where we discuss just a fraction of all the insanity that's taken place in the world each week. Our top story today, NFL player Damar Hamlin returned to the Buffalo Bills stadium to cheer on his teammates just 9 days after suffering cardiac arrest in the middle of the Week 17 Bills vs. Bengals game. The thousands of fans who prayed for his speedy recovery were overjoyed by the news and couldn't wait to get a glimpse of Damar's face. But that's not quite what they got. Instead, Damar arrived to the playoffs looking like Urban Rorschach, with his face completely covered by a mask, hoodie, and pair of sunglasses. Of course, sparking rumors that Damar died on the field that day from a vaccine injury and has been replaced by a body double. To dispel the rumors, Damar did what any reasonable Christian man would do. He posted a photo of himself, once again with his face covered, with the caption, "Clone. Thanks, D-Man. The truth is now as clear as a quadruple-boosted pro-vaxxer's aorta." Tim Allen is back in the news after Pamela Anderson alleged that he flashed her on the set of Home Improvement. On the first day of filming, I walked out of my dressing room and Tim was in the hallway in his robe. He opened his robe and flashed me quickly, completely naked underneath. He said it was only fair because he had seen me naked. Now we're even. I laughed uncomfortably. Come on, Pam, you can't tell me you applied for a job on Tool Time and didn't expect to see the host nuts and bolts. Honestly, is this like the long-term business plan for every hot girl in Hollywood? They use their breasts to get to the top, and then when those same breasts hit rock bottom, they release a tell-all memoir about how much they suffered. Because, you know, it takes a real hero to warn other women of a predator 30 years after the threat is dissipated. Better to ask for forgiveness than permission. Right, Pam? Anyway, guys, if you want to flash your genitals at women and don't want to deal with any of the pesky consequences, there's a very simple solution. Just put on a wig and change your name to Christine. A transgender woman says she was shocked to learn she had become the center of international attention after using the women's shower at the YMCA. Christine, no one wants to see your wood, 66, said the Cameron family YMCA in Santee is her place of harmony. But that safe haven changed in recent days after media reports started circulating about a 17-year-old girl who felt uncomfortable following a visit to the YMCA in December. You know, to be honest, I'm shocked Christine is shocked, because just 2 years ago, he made it his mission to strong-arm this same YMCA into allowing him into the women's showers.
I went in and told the management of the gym that I work out at that I was in transition and said, look what I've got. I'm legally Kristen Lily Renee Wood and I'm a girl. The court says so, my parish in Lakeside says so, my God says so. I need you to scan this in the computer and I need to swap out keys for the right locker room. They have to train their staff. They have to follow the law. And if you're going to do business in the state of California, you really need to know such things. You really do.
How dare the YMCA endanger a woman by forcing her to shower with men? They must immediately rectify this by forcing women to shower with men. While we're on the topic of problems that used to be solved by a good old-fashioned lobotomy, Kamala Harris was given a day pass from the asylum to give this very powerful speech.
People live in fear of what might be next because Republicans in Congress are now calling for a nationwide abortion ban. Some even from the moment of conception. The right of every woman in every state in this country to make decisions about her own body is on the line. And I've said it before and I will say it again. How dare they? How dare they?
Why do I feel like I'm suddenly back in 2019?
How dare you?
What's going on here? Were Greta and Kamala forced to trade speechwriters in a bad bet or something? Kamala's out here faking outrage and Greta's laughing incessantly at shit that ain't funny.
Greta, who was filming your arrest in Germany? Because it looked like you did that in several takes, didn't you? You were posing with the police. He's answering for you. He's answering for you. He said you had an agency. What?
Sometimes I wish I had one. It would be much simpler then.
You don't know who was filming you in Germany? He said he knows. He says it was an agency.
Exactly.
Do you normally have reporters defending you?
Yeah. It's very likely that the German police and RWE fossil fuel company would stage an arrest.
How many times were you arrested? Because you posed for several times, didn't you?
Sure.
Wow. What a retard. A Brazilian influencer named Julia Medeiros paid $10,000 to restore her virginity? I mean, I knew plastic surgery was getting better, but I didn't know it could erase your bad decisions. Influencer Julia Medeiros, who has made headlines for looking like Kylie Jenner, explained she endured the $10,000 procedure because she wasn't happy with the way she popped her cherry. I was a 17-year-old teenager when I lost my virginity to a 30-year-old guy, Medeiros, 22, told the Daily Star without disclosing her former paramour's name. Just like many women, I was deceived. I was promised marriage and children, like in fairy tales. Yes, I too have fond memories of the fairy tale where the prince statutory rapes the princess before making her his bride. I wonder how many years of advancement before they can restore common sense. Based on this next story, I'm gonna guess a very, very long time. A proposed bill could alter female firefighter test. In the fire service, everybody pulls their own weight, firefighter Corey Kelly said. Kelly is concerned over newly proposed legislation that would lower the physical test requirements for women to become firefighters. It's a huge safety liability. The whole point of having the national standard is having a bar that everyone has to reach. The risk, Kelly said, if someone does not have to meet these capabilities, will they still be able to save lives? Nothing makes me feel safer than broadening the pool of women who are qualified to save my life if I'm ever in a fire. Oh no, you're in a fire? No, that's fine, that's fine. I'll just lift this hose all by myself. God forbid I get any help around here. How did the fire start? Were you trying to make that really bland casserole again? I'm sorry, I was gonna save you, but I don't think I really like your tone. And now for the news everyone is talking about. Undercover video released by Project Veritas on Wednesday shows a high-level employee at Pfizer spilling secrets about the company's research and business practices.
Now, you know how the virus keeps mutating?
Yeah.
Well, one of the things we're exploring is like, why don't we just mutate it ourselves so we could create uncritically develop new vaccines, right? So we have to do that. If we're going to do that, though, there's a risk of, like, as you could imagine, no one wants to be having a pharma company mutating fucking viruses.
You know, I don't really give much credence to these Project Veritas gotcha moments. I mean, it's great that we're exposing the character of the people who work at these companies, but all this really does is convince everyone that COVID really is a dangerous virus that's perpetually mutated by evil masterminds. They ain't mutating shit. Why allocate time and resources to mutating a virus when they can just hop on CNN and tell you there's a new virus? They just make this shit up, like they made up mask science and gender identity and giant flying lizards. At the end of the day, this is just Jerry Springer NWO edition, which I happen to find very entertaining.
You really did. Please bring the cops as soon as possible. I'm really very unsafe.
Can you please unlock your door?
No, don't let them leave.
Please unlock the door.
Get him. Why is going on
Some
here?
stuff. Please unlock. Please unlock the door. Please unlock the door. Unlock the door. The door. We're trying to unlock the door. Unlock the door. Unlock the door.
It's not okay
Unlock
to
the door.
people like that.
Somebody's gonna need to get that dude the name of Julia Medeiros' surgeon. After getting that badly, he's gonna need his hymen restored. Alright guys, that's it for me today. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out some of these other videos from my channel. I will see you all next Friday for the next weekly roundup. Bye! Can we just talk about the comedic gold that is this clip? I mean, look at this dude. Did you see the way he just fell? Forget mutating viruses, I want to know how he defies the laws of physics.